Hello everyone, welcome to Rise of Patience. Today's game is between it's a 4 versus 4, so there are many players involved here. I may not be able to pay attention to all the details, but I'll try to talk about as much as I can see here. So on one side we've got, let's check the nations. Yeah, on one side we have got Raja, Henry, Coldfire and Kron. On the other side we've got Tiger, Big Ted, Serengeti and Zen Mechanics. I know that Zen Mechanics is the best player in this team, very likely, and Big Ted and Serengeti are very likely just a little, maybe just a little weaker than Zen and Tiger as well. So he will be a really strong player in this, and the three will be slightly weaker. On the other side, we've got Coldfire, Kron, Henry, and Raja. I have not played with Henry, so I will not be commenting about him specifically. I'll have to find out how he plays in this game. But Coldfire and Kron are super strong players, both of them very likely close to Zen Mechanics level. And Raja is going to be slightly weaker. I think Raja will be as good as maybe Big Ted or Tiger here. Henry, I'm not sure. We'll find out. Let's check out the nations: British, Spanish, Romans, Persians. No, understanding that this is a Great Lakes map, British of course is going to be great because of the extra commerce. They can actually use their extra commerce on this map. Spanish, great because they can use their ships on this map. Persians, well, Persians are very versatile. They can be used in any map. I think Romans will have may not have a very good time in this because Romans, they are better on land maps just because they can get more wealth than any other nation. But even for Romans, I think their infantry will give them an edge in the war. Let's see if we can find a huge Roman army taking on the battle. On the other side, Greeks are great for Great Lakes because of the knowledge accumulation right from the start. Turks are great. Turks means that you can never rest. You can never be sure about anything. If your opponent is Turks, you will always have to be on your toes, always have to worry about getting attacked. In fact, the Turk player can also go to the other side and provide siege to their the teammates. And Germans, one of the best nations in this game, nothing to talk about there. Turks and Germans are really good. French is a little doubtful because, as I've multiple times said, French are great with despot or monarchy. On this map, I would not suggest anybody to go over despot. You could go over monarchy in H4, but that's very far away. But overall, the nations look somewhat balanced. Maybe a slight edge towards the Coldfire and Kron's team. I've been told this is a great Nomad 4 versus 4, so let's find out. On this side, we got Tiger in front of Coldfire. So Tiger, who has improved a lot in the recent time. I want to see how he does. In the last game that we cast between Dane and Mouse, if you remember, the title of the game was that Dane's last game. That was the title. And in that game, Tiger did a little bad. And I want to see how much he has improved since then. So on this side, the Turk player already getting library. The Persian player is slightly behind. Then Tiger is being supported by Serengeti on this side. That means Big Ted and Zen Mechanics are on this side. Zen Mechanics in front of Raja. So I would say the Raja is the weaker player in this team, and he's against the strongest player in the opponent's team. So this is going to be an imbalance. On this side, Coldfire and Kron both are the best in this team. And while Serengeti and Tiger are good, I'm not sure if they'll be able to take on Coldfire and Kron combined. So it looks like this side is leaning towards Zen Mechanics victory, and this side leans towards Coldfire and Kron's victory. Also, rare-wise on this map, wealth rares are fine. You don't have to get all wealth rares because you have fishes. But knowledge rares are everything in this map. If you can get a lot of knowledge rares and library rares, you don't need anything else. So let's see how many knowledge rares we've got. There's 1, 2. There's a library rare. There is a third knowledge rare. There is a library and knowledge rare. There is a library rare. There is a knowledge rare. And Amber, I think Amber overall is really good just because it makes your market selling price, buying price different. And when you get commerce too, you can utilize this a lot. So far, I think this team has amazing rares, both knowledge and library. Like they have the three best library rares that I want to have: silver, furs, and pappy, and that too in a very defensible space. On this side, they've got peacocks, very good. Peacocks gives them extra 10% population cap. One of the most important rares on this map, when you can easily max out your population. Then we've got tobacco, a knowledge rare. Tobacco and marble both combined. That means we could see wonders coming from this team. Let's see, we'll see that. And Serengeti just resigned. That's weird. That's really weird. He says too laggy, and well, I don't know now what happens here. Anyway, bison. Yeah, I think one of the worst rares in this map would be bison. Nobody goes for bison. Spice, cotton, and well, yeah. Overall, there's no doubt this team has better rares. Zen Mechanics teams definitely better rares on this side. So Zen Mechanics just told Big Ted to go and help Tiger, and he'll be fighting here alone against Henry and Raja. Let's see how well he can do that. So on this side, you can see the difference in researches. We got Coldfire already with Commerce 2 and maxing out his 100 eco, while Tiger did go for Civic 2, and he is not maxed out his food yet. Food should be the first thing he should max out most of the time. Also checking out the lakes, I feel both the teams have got nice lakes. There is a 4 here, a 5 here, and a 3 here, compared to a 6 here, the largest lake on this game, a 3 here, and a 3 there. But this 3 is not very safe. Tiger can infiltrate that very soon. So Coldfire getting a Colossus with fast age, that's a nice one. This is a common way to start your game when you want to. When you want to grab Colossus, going for minimal upgrades like just Commerce 1 and Science 1 is the best way to do it. And with Colossus and British, I feel like he could have a very strong army if he's allowed to build that. On this side, Kron going for Commerce 2 and then Military 1. Is he going to raid? I feel like this team already could be very complacent because they just have 3 players to kill. And Coldfire is predicting that Zen will try to bribe the capital for Serengeti, and yeah, he is going for that. So even after bribing, while I feel like this bribe is strong, but on a map like this, I would still not be sure if a 3 versus 4 is possible. Like even then 3 versus 4 would be very difficult. So I don't know. Let's see if Zen Mechanics can bribe this capital and beat both of them, or even survive both of them. So that would clearly mean that oh, Kron has two merchants on this sugar, and he's using this rare in Tiger's territory. Tiger is not using that yet. Funny. Kron needs to move that, but I feel like they realize that. Yeah, I feel like they realize that Zen Mechanics would be bribing that capital, and they need to go and kill their side as soon as possible. On this side, Raja is not doing very well. I don't know what happened here, but he's not done any special research, and he's still late for aging. Compared to this side where Zen is doing pretty good, yeah. And if he once he bribes that his life will be so much easier. Once he bribes, he gets a 500 bonus of every resource, and then he can just attack and kill Raja. On this side, Henry is going for a Wonder Hanging Gardens. I feel like I don't think Henry is a very good player because he built a barracks and his units, and he did not go to raid anywhere. And also, I would argue that's not a good place for a barracks. He should have built it closer to Raja. I hope he comes here sooner. On this area, oh, look at that. Talk about over booming. Kron has Science 3. He is having fun here.
No.
And Coalfire is like 92 is purple is here, but I'll just take care of it. I hope Coalfire is doing all right. So far, Coal's eco is amazing compared to Big Ted. Big Ted is not doing bad either. Big Ted has got that's still a very decent eco, and I would say that Tiger is doing pretty good, but thing is that he went for 2 ages without using he went for two science without using Pappy. That's not a good sign. He should have used Pappy for any science, in fact. Oh, they've also got Silk. Wow, talk about nice rares, like amazing rares on this side, and even Dye. So they've got all 5 library rares. Yeah, so this is not far-fetched. I think this team can still win. So 109 knowledge income, 30 no knowledge income because he hasn't aged yet. He's the only one who hasn't aged yet. On this side, 30 knowledge income, 65 and 115. So Coalfire and Henry here are leading in knowledge income compared to everybody else. I think Kron is getting, I don't know what's the word, but he has got like 2 civic but no city yet. And here comes the attack that we have been waiting for. Yes. And as expected, Raja is not ready for that. Yeah, Raja did not expect it, but luckily Kron is here. And weird thing is that Henry should be here, but Henry built very far away. So it's, unless Henry comes here, it's still like a 3 versus 3. And look at that, 165 knowledge income versus 149. Suddenly Zen has surpassed everybody else in terms of knowledge income, and that's what happens when you have such nice rares and a wonder like this. And he got a free city literally here. So this is amazing. And Zen has captured this and is also aged. Let's see, is Raja close to H3? No, he's not. Is Big Ted close to H3? Yes, he is. He could be in H3 very soon. Kron is doing amazing. He could be H3. Yeah, he could easily be H3. The only problem is that Kron does not have as many units. And the orange player, who I feel is it Raja? Yeah, Raja has got a lot of light cavalry, and against an army like this where there is no heavy infantry, I think this light cavalry army could be good, but they need to hit at once. Like, there are 3 armies here against Zen. They need to hit one at once. On this side, I also feel that Coalfire needs to hit as soon as possible before it's too late. Because even though he's against Big Ted and Tiger, he still needs to kill, because I feel like Zen might be able to kill all of them. And here's a very bad mistake. I feel Henry should have aged before coming here. This is a poor use of units and very poor teamwork. Look at that. Everybody's coming one by one. Raja just exhausted all of his units, and now Kron is coming to attack him. Kron's units have an upgrade is not complete. That is horrible. Oh man. Kron has got 2 stables, 3. Oh man, that's nice. 3. He's got 3 barracks. That's really, really good. Now, but he's fighting by himself. That's the problem, man. These guys should have... Oh man, they should have coordinated this attack. This was horrible. Now at this rate, I feel like Zen Mechanics could win, and especially with all those amazing rares. Like, those rares are unreal. Now Big Ted is coming over to the other side. If I was Kron, I think I would just let Raja die and maybe try to kill this side, because, or maybe even go back and try to hurt Zen Mechanics on this side, because Raja is dead, believe it or not. Raja could age. I feel like he could age very easily if he has the wealth for going extra science, and he could save that food instead of and get age 3, get bigger cities. But no, he's not doing that right now. Coldfire needs to hit as soon as possible. There is no time on this side. Tiger with 40 units, 40 population limit, not a lot of population here. And Big Ted is still age 2, so I feel like even if Zen Mechanics wins on this side, there's no guarantee that his teammates will survive. And meanwhile, Henry is getting wonder after wonder. That's his second wonder now. So Coldfire with being Turks is more likely to win this side. Let's see. Coldfire has also got Forbidden City now. And check this out. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. These guys were able to defend that. That's still 4 trebuchet firing at that city, but never mind. That's a lot of army here. And meanwhile, what happened here? Oh, Zen Mechanics is planning to go somewhere. Yeah, I also feel like this is not a good place for him to be, because there are just too many people here. And Zen Mechanics doing what Zen Mechanics does. Check this out. Science 4 from Zen Mechanics. Why am I not surprised? And this was not a favorable fight for Coldfire, because he had a huge army, but because of fighting under attrition and fighting under this city that still had HP, he lost a lot. Oh man, that was bad. But still, Coldfire has got a decent eco, really nice eco. 292 knowledge for Zen compared to 255 for Cold. That's not bad. 183 for Kron and 160 for Henry. I feel like Henry should be making more scholars. He can easily be the person with the highest knowledge income in this game. But yeah, one thing's for sure, I think Henry could have played this better. Now they're splitting armies again. I don't know what's the plan, but this army splitting never works unless they hit at different points. But if they hit the same point at different time points, that sucks. That just doesn't work. So here's the first player to age, Coldfire, and check this out. Zen Mechanics doing Zen Mechanics. Military 4 instead of aging. I think he should have aged and then maybe later gone for military. But that's completely up to him. So here we see that's a very narrow strip of land. Big Ted is also here, but I think Big Ted is playing a very vital role in this game. He is doing really well. He's helping both of them. Oh, and this here is Kron in a very weird place. Zen Mechanics has got a tremendous army, and if he ages and he gets that printing press and that operations upgrade in the castle, he is going to beat everybody. These guys need to double this army right now. Kron, you need to come here and help Henry. This could be the perfect double. Whatever Kron is doing here, this is horrible. Kron, I am not happy with you. Oh man, this is such a nice place. Like Kron could have come here from the back and killed all these archers. This is just the perfect place. Even Raja is here. Like, this is the perfect time to kill Zen Mechanics. I really wish Kron did not waste time here. Oh man, that hurts. And both Henry and Raja lost their armies. Meanwhile here is and there is a wonder race. I just realized there's a wonder race between Kron and Yeah, I wonder is between Kron and Tiger, but Kron is not using enough villagers to build that, so of course he will lose it. He's gonna lose it. I think that was a very good attack on Athens, but yeah, maybe some other time. Zen Mechanics is going to go away from here, come back later. 370 knowledge. Now he's doing pretty good. And a very, very nice fight from Big Ted. I have to say, Big Ted is playing so well in this game. That's 4 Turkish sieges, and I think now eventually Coldfire will capture this. But now, oh yeah, here is Zen. He's going to clear this base from Kron. Oh man, yeah, these guys need a very solid teamwork right now. For example, these sieges could be used to take the city back. Yeah, Henry is also playing very weird, and Kron has made some bad or horrible decisions this game. Now Coldfire and Zen Mechanics are on par with each other. Coldfire with 312 knowledge versus Zen with 370 knowledge. But the thing is, Zen has access to really nice rares, and also Zen can age, while I don't think Coldfire will be aging anytime. And these guys have done such a nice job of holding. I am so happy about these guys. Even though 2v1, but it's still not easy to hold against somebody with Monarchy and Turks. So everybody in Mechanics Zen team is H4. On the other side, oh no, what are you doing, Kron? Upgrade your cavalry first. Don't run with knights. That was a bad decision. That was a very, very bad decision by Kron. And I really hope that those sieges are like these 3 sieges. That's enough army from Henry to go on his own and try to attack London and just distract his Zen Mechanics. Like, some distractions are all that's required right now. Meanwhile, I feel like Coldfire, even though very slowly, he is winning this side. Once he captures a city, then that'll be the end. Coldfire is getting signs for. Yep, Kron is nowhere close to H4. Oh, finally they are here. And in fact, Henry has got a very decent army now. H5 will be soon coming for. Yeah, very soon coming for Zen here. And poor Coldfire, he has to fight. So Coldfire has to fight too, while everybody else fights Zen Mechanics. I have to say, Zen Mechanics has used his boom really well. The fact that their team did not give up after Serengeti resigned is in itself a big deal. And I think Zen Mechanics realizes how important this city is for him, so he's coming back. Now this is good. Kron is sending units, but I feel like Kron better go, or maybe he should attack Rome. Whatever he's doing, he should hurry up. Oh, he is going through the water, and they can see it. They can very likely see it. Let's see if they will point it out. And this is an amazing target to attack. Nobody's seen. Oh no, Zen Mechanics is going back, I think. That is a very good one. So this was a good good move by Kron, and now it looks like Coldfire could be in danger. Coldfire has got a 402 knowledge income versus 345, so Coldfire has actually outboomed Zen, but I still feel, yeah, he won't be able to outage him, because then of course there's silver here. And meanwhile, Tiger and Big Ted are pushing Coldfire very nicely. They've got him in a corner. Now Zen Mechanics is H5. This is amazing now. Since he's in H5, now he gets to get those Highlanders from the British and Fusiliers. The ranged heavy infantry are too strong according to me. Now this French army, I think what this team needs is to split up and attack at different points. That will just drive him crazy. I have to say, Kron has not been very productive this game. And on this side, what a game. And Coldfire, like, you guys are 1 versus 3. Yeah, one thing that did not work out for Kron is that he's too far away. And also, yeah, I also feel like they took Zen's team very lightly. So here's an H3 army and H4 army fighting an H5 army. And also the H5 army is huge. Like, this is a very, very huge army. So Kron has successfully captured the city of Arcalia. And thing is, if he has a city here, that just means now he can make both purple and light blue's life hell by attacking from here. And a bad move, he doesn't have a scout here, but Coldfire is now H5. Meanwhile, let's see, Tiger is not near H5, and Big Ted is also not near H5. On this side, I would have imagined by now Raja would have deleted the Senate, but no, he has not. This is a bad move. Raja, if you're watching this, always delete a Senate in a situation like this. You know that you're not going to survive for too long. And build a city somewhere far, far away. Sometimes it's just in games like these where you have the numbers advantage, all you need to do is survive. So there is a castle here, and Big Ted may not be able to. I still don't see any scout from Kron. I hope there is a scout coming. Yeah, there is 2 scouts coming, but meanwhile, and that capital capture could be deadly for the other team, because that just gave 500 plus resources to Zen Mechanics, who already has just too much. Here's Coldfire fighting too. I feel Coldfire is doing pretty good here, man. And what the hell? Big Ted just moved his capital up front here. This is so not good. But then I also feel like maybe that's the best option he has got. And Kron is attacking the city of Madrid, and I feel like maybe he should go ahead and just raid these units. I'm sure he has forgotten about these. And he better get this city of Rome as soon as possible, because Zen Mechanics will kill Raja now. And check this out. Like, despite being H5, Coldfire is having trouble fighting 2 armies here, and of course 2 armies, those are 2 H4 armies. But I feel now he should be able to go and attack this. Meanwhile, what's Henry doing? Yeah, I've been ignoring him all this time. Zen had to send a fraction of his army on this side to help, and he might be able to kill Kron's army with this, because just because he has the age advantage, and also there's a castle helping him.
Attack! Oh yeah.
So Raja has resigned, and now Big Ted loses his capital. Let me see. So Raj, since Coldfire has the Forbidden City, all he needs to do is hold this capital for long enough. Meanwhile, here is Zen Mechanics, who is closing in on Henry now. Henry, I feel like he should have been aged already, but never mind. He has enough wealth to fill out one other university, but there's no point in filling out this university anymore. Meanwhile, Kron just needs to keep pushing on this side. And that's actually very decent that Big Ted was able to age before Kron and Henry, because Big Ted has been fighting all this time and losing eco. But as I said, the rares on this side are just too unbalanced. They have every nice rare possible on this side. And while I don't think this engagement should be taking place right now, but well, because I think Henry could have waited to age, and he is very close to aging anyway. Right after Big Ted dies, then it's up to Kron and Coldfire to kill Zen Mechanics and Tiger. And Zen Mechanics, as can be seen, is way ahead of anybody else in this game right now. Zen Mechanics is... Oh, wait, Zen Mechanics... Did he lose his Colossus? I don't know what happened. Where's the Colossus? And Henry is here on this city. This is so nice. I think he had a Colossus somewhere here, and he just lost it. And killing that Colossus could be the best thing that his opponent team has done for him. Another bad mistake. This should have been... These buildings should have... He should have raised the Senate the moment Raja lost his capital. There is some foresight required here. Another player. So if Henry loses here, and Big Ted has lost on this side now, it's 2 versus 2, or maybe not 2 versus 2 yet. We can still have Henry is surviving for another 3 minutes at least. Now Coldfire needs to kill as soon as possible here. He's against those elephants and the president. And 8-6, oh my god, 8-6 coming from Coldfire. I did not expect that, honestly. Yellow. He has got a 626 knowledge income compared to 630 for Zen Mechanics. So I think Zen Mechanics is... Well, he has to rival Coldfire, while maybe Kron and Coldfire should switch opponents. And this is another mistake by Zen Mechanics. I feel he should have deleted this Senate too. He is confident that he'll survive this, but still, it's always safe to just delete it. He has so many cities, he could move it anywhere he wants. Meanwhile, Zen Mechanics is counting on Tiger to survive this side. And Tiger has... Yeah, he has lost his ego. And there comes Zen hitting Berlin. I hope that Kron can move his capital as soon as possible. Yeah, he is moving his capital right here at Akelia, but still he will lose many units. Now Coldfire is going back to save Kron. That's a very good move there. Now the thing is, H5 versus H6 is again a problem. Zen Mechanics is slightly torn apart. Like, where should he go? Should he attack? Should he try to take red, or should he try to defend his home city? He has split up his army in two so far, and I don't know what's Kron doing here. But if he loses Rome, that's going to cut him off with the, like, his army will be cut off with the reinforcement. And this is an island. Here is Zen Mechanics territories in the middle of nowhere. He has got so many resources. He could build a very small base on this in few minutes. Another thing that's helping Zen is Versailles. Versailles is giving him healing. Meanwhile, here is a tiger trying his best to keep Coldfire busy. And Coldfire is actually very much engaged here. He's waiting for Zen to come back at Berlin. Oh, and I can't believe this, but Kron Kron just deleted his Senate using this cannon. Amazing. This was a super move right there. And he's going to destroy Versailles now. This could be a very nice move. Yes, and he gets Versailles. This is amazing move there. By killing Versailles, he has removed the healing. He has also removed the cheaper non-knowledge cost that he would have got. And now he's just running away. Excellent move there. Now, I don't know what's Coldfire doing, but Coldfire needs to kill the tiger before he ages. Because tiger is getting better, although I don't know why his metal income is like that. Oh, he forgot to ungarrison these units. Kron is running around with multiple armies. He is trying to hurt Zen's eco as much as possible. So Zen's got another army here, and I think Coldfire will be able to take care of that. Wait, who built this Temple of Tikal? Did Kron build it? That was a horrible place to build Temple of Tikal. Kron needs to age up as soon as possible. Same for Tiger. In fact, Tiger is aging before. This is a game of splitting just enough equal armies on either side that you win on both the sides. That's exactly what you have to do. Here is Zen fighting two armies, fighting one here to trying to take Achalia, on the other side trying to protect his city of Brest. The other side here is Coldfire trying to attack Tiger while at the same time defending Kron. I think Coldfire should go ahead and just start taking these cities. This is 8-6, so he has commandos available. Commandos change the game completely. Hey Boo and hey Jake, nice to see you both. Zen is still leading the score by a huge margin, but that doesn't matter as long as Coldfire can kill on this side. And Zen is struggling a little bit because he is actually fighting a little bit of both the players for now. Coldfire is going for 8-7 now. So 8-7, and he'll be reaching 8-7 faster than anybody. And I don't know why, or maybe I know a little bit of why. Well, look at that library. Zen went for extra military instead of extra commerce, and I think this was not a bad decision. He's getting about the same commerce without this last research, just because of the British advantage. So it makes sense, and he wants to make more units, so this military would be better. After he lost his Colossus and Versailles, yeah, he needs that extra population in order to fight two battles simultaneously.
Attack!
He's at 182 versus 149 for Cold and 93 from Kron. So Kron and Tiger have about the same population together, but on this side Zen has a way larger population than Coldfire. And now I see this is what Zen had been waiting for. Zen captured everything on this side, and now he's just going to go and unite his armies and try to take anything that falls in his way. If he does that, that's going to be the end of this team, because he has way more units than anybody else here. In fact, when he ages, he will make it cheaper for Zen to age. So let's see, Zen should go for the silver, but I think he'll forget it. And it's very easy to forget these things when you are so late into this game. I also feel like Coldfire should have already captured the city, but then the game gets stressful in the end, so I won't complain too much here. It's very easy to forget basic things in late game when you have been playing for 1 hour continuously. So I cannot see Kron's army, but it looks like Kron is here. So Kron is here. I think they're just going to abandon everything and move. They're just going to move for Tiger, and it is working. So Tiger has got these 2 capitals, and Tiger is moving his capital back here at Memon. Good idea. That's a super strong army from Zen, and that's also 8-7. So now Coldfire is the only one who can protect from Zen, because they are both in 8-7. Kron's army will not amount to much. I have to say Kron played really well in the early game, but because I think he was not expecting Raja and Henry to die at Zen Mechanics' hand. That definitely was not expected. And he did take it a little easy, because Coldfire played really amazing. I think for him to hold on 2 players and even kill them, that was superb. And here the whole plan for Coldfire and Kron is to just keep capturing cities as they go. Meanwhile, hold off Zen Mechanics for as long as possible. And no general here, so these units are not receiving any armor. I hope Coldfire realizes that before it's too late. Here is the first capital, and actually this is the first capital, this is the second capital, and Tiger is almost out of the game now. I don't think Tiger will be providing any resistance. But the thing is, here Coldfire, if Coldfire dies, then I don't expect Kron to be able to kill Zen Mechanics, just because Zen Mechanics is way ahead in the league. He has a 999 knowledge income, same as Coldfire, but not same as Kron. Kron is at 265. If Coldfire is out, then that'll be the last chance for Kron and Cold to win. So Kron is running for Memon. That is a good idea. Meanwhile, Zen is trying to push as hard as possible here. He's got a lot of resources. I don't know why he's not going for these things. He's also forgotten to use Pappy and Silver now. I think he has enough to at least be ready for age 8, if not age. And what hurts here is that no commandos are being used. I feel like commandos should be used. The big question here is, how long can Coldfire hold out? And here we see that Zen is trying to help. And in the end, yeah, Kron had to run back. He cannot fight against this, especially without Coldfire's help. And Coldfire is now here with all of his army, and that is a super strong army. I think he should be able to repel this from Zen. Yeah, he is. He is. He may even be able to capture Berlin again.
Oh yeah.
And that was sudden. That was really nice game here. I cannot believe that Zen and Tiger won this game. When Serengeti resigned, I thought that maybe Zen Mechanics could win, but I did not expect him to be winning at 1 versus 3 on this side. That was an epic game, and I just feel like this was one of those games where you know that if you can just boom right and you can get the resources you need, you can kill as many players as you can in front of you. What a game. Let's check out the stats of this. Highest unit killed by Zen Mechanics, and about half of that for Coldfire, and then about half of that for Kron and Tiger each, and then half of that for Big Ted, and then about half of that for Henry, and no, there's just 14 units for Raja. Eco wise, well, of course the British, that's the British thing, they have the highest economy. Highest hotkeys pressed here with Kron and Zen Mechanics. Highest clicks, highest mouse clicks by Coldfire. This was a very I want to say an unconventional game. I would not expect people to continue playing a Great Lakes game despite somebody resigning in the first 5 minutes. Serengeti resigned in the first 5 minutes, and that should have been the call for a re usually, but these guys played and they won a 3 versus 3. Yep. Thank you all for watching this, and I'll see you very soon with the Rise of Plebs game. Bye bye.